how do you think police should tackle problematic users and people who clearly have issues with drugs?
Well, I don't think it should be a matter for police really. I mean, obviously, if police see someone who's had an overdose, then they need to do something. But what I suggest they do is it's a health issue, and they call 999 and let an ambulance
Yeah.
deal with it. I don't think drug policy should kind of sit within criminal justice. I think it should sit within health, and that will be a fundamental shift. But sort of criminalizing people, or even police kind of directing people to arresting people and directing people to services and things, all of that is problematic for something which is fundamentally a health issue.
Absolutely. I recently did a podcast with someone called Peter Criken. I'm not sure if you heard of him.
Yeah, well,
yeah. He's amazing. He was telling me his stories of how he'd drive around Glasgow in his renovated ambulance and let people safely inject. But unfortunately, there are times where the police were just waiting for him, and as soon as the users came out of a van, they would then bust them. So it's
just crazy. I mean, Peter, actually, the ambulance that he had is now transformed, has that ambulance.
Oh, no way.
We tour it around the country as kind of a demonstration of what Peter did in Scotland. So it's still, internally, it's still exactly like it was when Peter was using it. And we took it to Parliament, we took it to the Senate, all over, to show, what can be done and what harm reduction can look like and how many lives it can save and so on. We work very closely with Peter.
Yeah, but the whole harm reduction, what it's about and how it can really transform a drug addict's life, drug user's life, is fascinating. But our current system of just locking people up for taking heroin, I think it's 50% of our prison population are locked up due to drug-related offences. So talk about releasing the burden on the prison system as well. The system's on its knees, and for stupid reasons.
I saw was 38% of people, but it's like specifically for drug related issues, but also anything that's kind of drug related crime as well. So 38% is the figure I have. But yeah, it's a huge proportion of people in prison. And if you look at racial disproportionality as well, black people are 8 times more likely to be stopped and searched. Far more likely to be prosecuted if arrested with possession of drugs and so on. So
yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Yes. Well, Alex, thanks for joining me tonight. It's been a fascinating conversation, and I really appreciate the work you guys do. Like I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, I really urge anyone listening to go onto the website and just look at the publications, because they even do summaries of how to regulate the cannabis market, psychedelics. It's in bullet points, and it's so simple. And it's so easy to understand. So, I appreciate the work you guys are doing.
Thank you so much. And keep having these conversations. It's really great that you've had, Peter and other guests on, because, you often can't have a kind of sensible, just a sensible adult conversation about drug policy and drug use without it being kind of sensationalized or so on. So it's great, these conversations. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for coming on. I'll leave a link in the description below to transform drug policy. Are there any other links that you want me to leave below?
There's also, if you could leave Anyone's Child website as well, which is part of Transform, but that's where we have our activist network. So if there's anyone who's been affected themselves by drug prohibition and they want to help us campaign change, or if they just want to join our activist network, we have an annual lobby of Parliament. If anyone wants to come, that's in July. It's the Anyone's Child website.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, Alex. And if you guys enjoyed listening to the episode, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.